Alright, my friends, welcome in. We are back at Wildwood. I am going to hit some different trails today than we did last time. I will turn you guys around in a second. We're trying out this new selfie stick. Thank you, Brandy. I don't know how you got it here so fast, but appreciate it. So here we already got a break right there. This thing telescopes out really far, which is badass. It's really, really impressive. It does a lot of different things, which is, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Kind of testing out the range right now with you guys. Their channel is called, Aaron Paul's channel is called From Our Perspective. You guys will like it. Okay, I'm gonna spin you around and see what we could do here. So again, we got another break right there. This is a nice, easy trail right here. So if you look, right, you might be like, oh, okay, so that tree just broke. No big deal, Mike. It's broken, but the wind did it. The snow that hasn't come yet did it, right? Okay, but how about this one? Why does that one come up and tuck into it? Now follow it further. Same concept up here. Not only is this branch, so here's a dead tree right here. This is broken into it. And not only is it just broken into it, it's also all these top branches are bent down and tucked under it. Back it out a little more. There we go. You'll find that kind of stuff the whole way through. Once you see one or two, you can literally follow it all the way through. I'm going to get back on the trail in a second, but I just wanted to kind of, sorry my friend, stepping on stuff. This is a hefty trail right here, and I don't know what's using it, but right here. It might just be game. It's hard to say. Alright. So today I took you guys from the very beginning. I got out of the truck. I just started going. So the water is literally down there about, I don't know. I wonder if you can rent that place. I don't know if somebody lives there, if it's a caretaker, or somebody just never gave up their property when they turned this public. I don't know the story behind that place. It's definitely an older house. But the water's through there, you can see a horizon kind of. So that's, the water's right down there. It's about a quarter mile away, give or take. Just give me a little time to get used to this. Reaching out and touching the screen and stuff to make it work out. I guess I could pull it back in a little for now. Actually, you know what? Let me get some stability. One sec. Whoa! Something just came crashing down from up there. So I basically distributed the weight more to put it in the center. See if that works better. So again, look, there's that's actually a trail, I think, though, because there's a sign up there. I don't know what it says. It might say literally, like, don't go up here because there's cameras. Hey, chipmunk. Hey, buddy. See him behind the tree branch? Just tucked in, looking at me with one eye. There he goes. Go, buddy, go. Be free. I'll leave you alone. Probably scared him. I hate to repeat myself, right? But you got a dead tree, and then you got another one coming in and giving it life again. Connecting the energy right back to it. It's not an accident. It's not because it just fell there. So again, here's another trail. This one goes off this way. So all the signs are going this way. Ping, 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 ping. So, of course, my curiosity wants to know why. Maybe this one just goes right to the water. I don't know. Not quite sure. I'd say this isn't their property, because I can't even see the house anymore. Being that it's so wet out, I mean, people don't use these places really. This is a popular place in the summer, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to have it to ourselves in the winter. There might be some people that utilize the cabins or utilize some of the campgrounds, but pretty sure we can do quite a bit of stuff here. I'm gonna bring it back in some more, make it a little more sturdy. They were dumping concrete or something here. There's blacktop all down there. Or there was something built there that's not anymore. So ideally, I mean, I barely had enough gas to get here. Like right now, it's just a bad time for me. This is a dead end. I'd love to camp here soon. Ideally, I'd really like to get a cabin and try to do an extended time frame here and do like a full expedition at this spot. You know, multi-day, multi-night, but being it's off-peak, they're a little better priced. I spoke to people here a couple times about it. It just never works out for me. So I could always pitch a tent, but it's a lot more comforting to have like the outlets and all that stuff. You could do live streams all the time and hang out and have a kitchen. And a little bathroom. It's not much, right? Like it's a very, very basic cabin, but compared to a tent on the ground and being exposed to the weather, especially when it's cold out or hot out, like you cannot beat that. Plus, if you have a cabin, you can kind of invite people out to it too. Like it's not really, I don't want to say cabins. They call them cottages. They're very modern looking, but they're like also very, very basic. But again, to be able to have this location, be able to get up and go out in these areas at night, because you can't get in here, after hours. Sunrise to sunset type thing. But obviously, if you're camping in here, it's a different story. Or if you're renting a cottage. It's one of those pay-to-play situations. I just watched a squirrel disappear into that. Right there. It just disappeared right into that. Watch the hole in the top. See him? They're really good at waiting you out. I saw something big up there if anybody wants to zoom in. About 2 seconds before I stated it. Not sure what it was. It was brief. Whatever I saw was brief. I was talking to my mother, and she was like, yeah, when I was looking at the moon, I was trying to get my camera up there, and I just kept seeing something, something was whipping in front of it. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I kind of like wasn't really listening. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, what? I'm like, what do you mean whipping in front of it? She's like, yeah, like, I don't know. She's like, it was weird. She's like, I've never seen anything like it. It looked like something was whipping back and forth. So it was like something like almost like a string or like a whip, right? Never heard of anything like that before, so I didn't know really what to. I just kind of listened to her, and oh, there's one of the cottages up there. That's one of the big ones. So I think that's one of the big ones there, because there's some that fit multiple people, and then there's some like single ones. That's you can see it's got a little AC unit, some nice windows, whatever. Compared to camping, you cannot beat that. And that's kind of what I want to go for. I want to get one of those for really as long as possible. And then make like a big, you know, extended, whatever, do live streams over and over, whatever, while I'm here, but keep everyone included. But then at the end, just have one big collective, you know, mini doc or whatever the hell we're calling them. So this is where I went last time, because it said the bluffs, keep off the bluffs because they're collapsing. So that was my cue to go right in there. You know. But last time I came in and then around the cottages. I had no idea where I was going, and then I came down one of the trails down into here, and that was the first thing I saw. So I didn't know whether to go left or right. Luckily, I didn't go left, because that would have just took me right back out, and I would have been kind of pissed. But all right, so we have a trail separation here. Yellow and blue continue, and red breaks off. See what I mean? You're here. You see how close the ocean is? Ooh. Might have been a big pile of leaves falling. So, BT, YT, OT, and RT. So this is red trail, comes down and wraps back up. You come out here, you follow blue trail, yellow trail, and other trail. Oh no, here's OT. So this might be a connector trail. I'm not sure. Let's follow it down. Yes, it is. It's a connector trail, which takes you to the blue yellow. Or you could just go. So basically, you could take this and that'll connect you to the blue yellow. Or you could take this and then it'll take you to the blue trail and follow that all the way around. And then there's also more over here that connect and go outward. But it looks like they go more closer to neighborhoods and stuff, so that's probably good for like people who come in that way. But there's also like some kind of historical manor or something out here somewhere that it's like ruins. They're out there. It's out there somewhere. I doubt it's on the map, but I think it's further out this way that I'm trying to find. So I think what we'll do is we'll take this for now. I think we're gonna take. Let's just do the red, maybe. Just start small, or at least whatever. Not small, but just, you know, one at a time. I want to leave a lot to. Down there is a lot of fun. It's not marked trails, but down there is a lot of fun. You are here, so see these UN. I don't know what UN even means. Oh, unmarked trail. So it's 3.25, almost 3.5 miles. The red trail's 1.8. That one's 2.2, 2.9. Yellow is 3.7. Yeah, that's what we did the first time, I guess, these unmarked ones. Which I kind of want to do again, to be honest with you. Because, yeah, let's do it again. Takes you down by the water. If you guys want to see the rest, if you want to see more, you know, let me know. Please let me know how you feel about it. I'm showing you location for once. You know, not very few times do I do it, but I'm showing it to you because I want you to be able to take a look once in a while at where we are and what we're doing. Get a personal, experience. And then, you know, you could look at it after and kind of pull up the maps if you choose. It's a really, really interesting spot. That's one thing I can't really do comfortably, is without this handheld thing. Tilt it up a little bit. There we go. Beauteous Maximus. So that will take us down right to the beach, which we already know. I haven't done that yet, but we did it at the end. I went down to the beach at the. It was like a hurricane that time, so you'll see. Yeah, when I was down there was waves and stuff there. You won't see that anymore. You know, without a hurricane, you won't see waves on the North Shore. So many things going on. I'll point every little thing out because we'll never get anywhere. So this would be for somebody maybe starting out and trying to like kind of get a glimpse. You really want to get a glimpse still. You really want your visual. If you're coming on a ridge like this, right, and you have this big natural, what I call natural barriers, which is what they are, but whether it's a water source or a cliff down and a cliff up, where it takes us time, and they know it takes us a lot of time. They can zoom down that and zoom back up in a heartbeat. They know it takes us forever, so they will get comfortable on the other side, knowing, you know, there's a lot involved with that, but you get my drift. So if you're one of those people that's just still trying to get your first glimpse of a Sasquatch, you want to see them in the physical, in the flesh, that's a lot of times when they'll poke their head up, or poke their head through the veil, however you want to look at it. You can even like run your camera this way and just like kind of look the other way, and sometimes they'll still even pop up. Interesting vibes off that tree right there. It's a loud bird. If that's what it is. So that's a game trail in my opinion at first, right? First glance, game trail. Till I see that. A lot of people will overlook this kind of stuff, but don't. Attention to detail, hypervigilance, things like that. Like, just pay attention to the surroundings and what doesn't belong, like that. A piece of that balloon. Remember? Oh, deer. There's deer. A small piece of that balloon right next to a footprint. Tell me that's not the definition of here's a gift for you. Go ahead, I'll put my foot there. Thank you, my friends. So I get a little complacent as far as like the conversation I have. Like it's deer again if you're seeing something running. I do a lot of the conversations up top. I don't speak out loud too much. So, interestingly enough, I said I'm going to come out bare today. I'm not going to bring any gear or anything. I'm not going to even bring my, I'm not going to even bring my pack. I'm not going to bring gifts today. I'm just going to leave everything, to you guys. And if you'd like the gift, that's fine, but I'm just going to kind of come out today and keep it simple. So that's even more interesting to me that appeared. So you see how the sequence of events unfolded though? The balloon caught my attention, which made me slow down and made me look around. Then I caught wind of that white rock, which caught my attention, made me go off trail a little bit, and then I caught wind of the rest. You know what I mean? I seen the print, then I seen the little piece of balloon. So and when you look at those things, so here's the thing, right? They wanted to give me a footprint, but when I carry around the casting stuff, it's like I don't really get it. So I don't really want to push the limits and try to force a cast unless they want me to have one, which I do. I have had them and, whatever. But times change. Sometimes drastically, sometimes over long periods of time. It takes a long period for things to shift. Sometimes it's in an instant. If you're new here, you can zoom in. If you pinch your screen, if you're on full screen right now, you can pinch your screen and zoom in up to 8 times. Or your tablet or your phone, whatever, if you have a touchscreen computer. So I try to leave you guys out a little bit, and then that way you can zoom in and see what you want to see. So a lot of times if I aim it in there, and I might not zoom in, but if you see me pointing, if you see me do like this, I don't always do it consciously, but it's usually for a reason. All right. All right, we're going up. get you a better view than I could last time. So you can see right here, the deer were just here very recently. One came this way. 1, 2, 3 steps. I don't know where it went from there. It might have actually went down. Actually, yeah, there's a game trail going down there. If I get you guys close, you see there's really not much as far as waves. So you see that over there, like that whole bluff right there is just, there's just bluffs after bluffs after bluffs all the way across this island that are just being untapped. So this is a little dangerous because they're unmarked and the bluffs are falling apart a little bit, but it's I think the juice is worth the squeeze going out here, in my opinion at least. Please give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go like kind of sit for a minute. Last time I went in here, it was a little bit, it's hard to explain. I think it's a mixed area. I don't think it's just Sasquatch. So that being said, I think that there's kind of mixed feelings when I go in, so I want to kind of tap in and make sure I'm not really interrupting or pissing anything off. In order to do that, I need to tune in a little bit better than I can with this, with this phone on and as a distraction. Because even if I consciously say I'm not going to pay attention to it, if it's on, I'm going to. It's become like a subconscious muscle memory. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. I thought this was interesting. I was just noticing this as I was kind of honing in back there at that pile of brush. This tree here grows up, but this one is totally coming off to the side, and it's not natural. You can see the pressure pops. So when I say pressure pops, that's just me trying to say, like, you see this, you see the stress marks in it where it pops. It's because something put pressure on this so hard that it went that way. And then this one here is going that way. And I'm not gonna really, this is kind of thin and kind of a crappy, not crappy, but it's still small. So I don't really want to look at these things here. But if you could, I guess, and say there's a couple stress marks, pressure pops, whatever. But then again, too, it looks like somebody put a knife in it here and here at some point. So it's hard to say. The other one, I could tell something pulled that thing and cranked it. I don't think a person has that much strength, but here's another break here, which is interesting. Why they keep covering the trails, I don't know. And proceed with caution. First slip. fell right in the mud. Should happen. These roots, they're really slippery, like really slippery. You can see this is being tracked quite often, this trail. Whether it's deer or it's got to be deer, because I don't think many people come down here. The water actually looks pretty nice out here. It's pretty clear actually for the first at least like 10-20 feet out. It's a beautiful rock right here. I mean, this is a really nice big old rock. I'm not really sure what kind of stone that is, but I've seen it a bunch on a smaller scale, but it's massive. Alright, we're gonna get back up because it's just a little too rough. Whoa. I didn't see it. I just heard something bank. Boom. Like a rock. I love all these little birds that are in here. I don't know if you could see that one right there. Oh, just flew right above me. Hi, buddy. Hey. I gotta bring you guys snacks next time. I don't know if they're house finch or what, but they're pretty cool. Movement today. I don't think I've seen this many squirrels all year. Anywhere. Not even. I've only been to this spot once. Well, as an adult anyway. There's another squirrel running up the hill. Some of you might remember. Oh, yeah. Some of you might remember this spot from last time. It was a lot louder. I mean, those waves were crashing hard. You can hear them if I do the zoom mic here. This is what I grew up with. I grew up with this sound like in North Shore. This is probably a good chance to do your little zooms. I'll do a slow pan in this section. I don't see anything in particular at the moment, but I mean, I can tell you right now, this is going to be one of your perfect backdrops for them to hang out at. All the vines. I mean, look at these vines and these trees. It's just unreal. Yeah, so last time I got this thing, it was so loud out here from the rain and the wind, and I got here at the perfect time, really, because the rain died down enough where I got to, you know, it wasn't the worst part of it. It was really bad, but it wasn't the worst part. And then later after that, even after that hurricane, we had that. It wasn't even considered a storm. Flash floods aren't, you know, don't get storm titles, but that was actually the worst thing I've ever seen as far as rain. I've never seen rain like that before. Just so constant and so heavy for so many days and nights, and it was intense. So these are some of the best spots I like to go. You can see the deer even come straight down here. This hill is so hard. As a bipedal, I would eat shit right away, but the deer go down it with ease. And you know, I don't know. Sasquatch are a different biped though. They get on all fours with the best of them though. So I've seen them do that spider crawl, and it's just nuts. So again, this is going to be a good scenario here where there's nothing I can do really to show you this, except now with this I can kind of tilt it down if I wanted to, I believe, and then like telescope it all the way up. I think it like goes actually further than that. Yeah, it does a little bit. Give you guys a higher view of things that I can't even see. So you can see stuff that I can't. At least that's pretty cool. Just to give you an idea, it's like it's up there. It's probably like I think it's like let's see. I'll measure it on myself real quick. Probably 3 foot. Probably 3 foot. All right, let's get you guys back in the mix. Mug. Well, probably too, I could do this. Come out this little edge here, as long as I'm careful. On this spot. That's probably a good place to catch prints too. Oh, look, there's cormorants out on that rock out there. I'll get used to it. You get my drift though. There's a lot of thorns in there. Back again. There we go. Let's go this way this time. Oh, fucking spider webs. Damn. Those are big. Oh, here we go. This might be. That's cool. This is going to be a cool look right here. Thank you, deer, for the game trail. Look at that out there. Like, what's going on out there? It's probably cormorants. When I have my regular photo out, like, it goes a lot further. The video zooms in good, don't get me wrong, but when I'm just doing a regular photo, forget about it. It's great. If I can get a little selfie action out here. Thing's cool, I like it. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep. I don't know if I can make it through this shit. I'm getting stabbed on both sides. Oh, that one hurt. This is how you find the good shit. I should have wore something thicker. I wasn't really a hundo on the fact that I was gonna go back this way and through this stuff. Look at that bird just sitting there. Is it a starling? Again, game trail coming through. There's a lot of different weaving in trails, weaving in and out. It drew me off track last time. Oh shit! This is not gonna be good. There's really no trail here. Keep getting hooked on these damn thorns too. It's when I go to pull off of them, I'm almost launching myself off the damn off the ledge. There's really not much room to work with. Let's see. That's even worse. Let's see if I can fit through those two trees, which is not going to be an easy task. Tree sandwich. Yeah, now we're getting into the good stuff. Not that the others was bad, but this is a whole nother level here. All this interlocking shit just going everywhere. And we're still sitting right out here on the outskirts. I do have one thing on me. I'm going to leave it behind. It's personal. Just give it to them. It was mine, but I mean, whatever. I decided to leave a gift after what they did earlier. Something. It's got a personal touch to it. It's nothing serious. Switch your hands. This goes up pretty steep on this side. But you see what I mean, right? Like this place. That's why I wanted to try to get the cottage when I started doing this place, so that way I'd have the ability to kind of do it thoroughly. Because I'm probably, I don't even know. I can't even state how far I am, man. If I had to guess on this, I think they said this unmarked trail is like 3 1/4 or 3.5 maybe, and or maybe it said 4 and change, but I'm probably only a little over a mile into it. And then at what point do you gotta turn back? Which is probably coming up soon here. It seems like you do a lot, right? It seems like you get really far, but it's because of the terrain. But if we were just to walk down that beach right now, like if I could teleport down to that beach, I could get back to where we started in probably 10 minutes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's easy. But the terrain, up and down, it got. It's adrenaline mostly, I'm sure. That's some thick shit in there too. That's really good. You know, guys, I just want to say something real quick. I know it's a little off topic because we're out here, but I've been doing a lot of damage control lately with a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons. But most of it is stemming from negativity. Be careful where you're investing your time. Be careful who you're investing in. Just because their words may seem like nice and kind, and or they smile at you when they're doing it, really pay attention. People stir the pot, leave them where they are. Leave them alone. Leave them there. You don't have to get involved. Whatever you invest your time in is what you're going to get back. Amazing. I'm happy we made it back this far. I was gonna turn back. I'm gonna stop here most likely because of all this stuff across the trail. It looks like a surefire sign. There was just an impression on the ground and I just seen another one. It's definitely a deer trail. I don't know how they go through this stuff. I really don't. Like, it's ruthless. It is some tough stuff to be in. This stuff hooks on every piece of your clothes, and then, you know, once it gets a grab of your skin, I mean, your clothes grabs into your skin too, and forget it. This gets terrible. Alright, let's try this. Let's just poke under and see what we can see and what we can feel. This side of me is it's been really thin, like it's been really tough, and at any given point it can fall out and just, you know, that's it. Like that right there, if that tree didn't have such deep roots connected to that one and coming back this way. Alright, you get my drift. I just heard a dog, like a big dog. As soon as I cross some of that thing too. After that initial vocal, I didn't hear anything else. I almost wrote it off because I was like, oh, it's a seagull, because seagulls will make some, you know, outrageous noises, especially when they're pissed or they're hungry or fighting over food or something. Doesn't look very squatchy to me. Quick question for anybody in here who's listening to this point. If you could hear one person as a guest, if we could get somebody on, even if it's a repeat person, who would you want to see? Because we're going to start I'm going to start booking people so that I have them lined up. If anybody wants to help me with that, great, because I'm not good with organization, but I don't expect anybody to, you know, want to do that shit. Because I don't even want to do it. I can make the calls and set things up, but just some organization. I had something to do this Friday, and I did it a whole week ahead. I was totally off with what Halloween was, what day it was. I totally screwed up everything. And it's literally just simply because I have too much happening. And, I just don't even know what day it is sometimes. It's not a bad thing. As far as most things go, it was just that one situation that was affected. Other than that, I was a week ahead for Halloween. There's nothing wrong with that. But you get my drift, I think. There's mushrooms. Oh, it's leaves, actually. Alright, we're gonna start doubling back. Because I could do this forever. I'm debating on if I should do it in 2 parts. That way we have something else to watch. But otherwise, maybe I'll just do a nice long one and then just post it at like midnight or something. I'm not really sure what to do. That looks interesting. There's a beach down there. These squirrels are on a mission today. Normally I don't see too many of them, but they are on a serious mission. It kind of looks like the beach. I can see it from up here, the sand. I can't tell if it juts up. If there's a bluff that comes all the way up that's all sand, like that is something I can work with. I can climb down that, but hang on, I'm gonna zoom you guys in way back there. About 200-300 meters off, but I'm gonna try to stay locked on it. I lost it already, hang on. Shit. I lost it. Hang on. Is that the gap? Let's go in there. Let's try that one. There it is. It's as far as I can get you. Looks a hell of a lot different on here. Yeah, we're gonna double back. I'll just do some stop and go filming on the way back, I guess. That way it's not too long. Look at the way this thing is broke and it goes backwards. That's what I mean. Like I didn't notice this on the way in because it looked totally different. From this way, it just looked like a regular ass tree. I didn't notice the detail. Smelled cigarettes. Like I still smell it. Like I'm standing next to somebody smoking a cigarette. That's wild. I have no idea what that is. So again, look at this, guys. Just pay attention, please. It's just for your own. Just for your own good. Ready? So this branch here comes over here. So that's broken, right? It goes that way. That branch there is goes under it that way and tucks under here. That one up there tucks under and also tucks under and also tucks under. That branch touches in 3 spots, and then that one all the way up there is down and tucks under all the way over here too. So you might be like, oh Mike, but it hit that thing and took it down. Yeah, then it came up and bent down and tucked in again. I don't think so. You see what I'm saying? There's something at the end of that trail too. It's down low, whatever it is. And there. Check this lens. It looks a little foggy. I can't tell if it's getting... Can't tell if it's foggy outside or... Alright, scratch that. I know it's foggy out here. It's just... I can't tell if it's doing it. I have 5 lenses, so I have no idea which one does what. Let's see. I guess it's that one. This is really sketchy. I don't recommend this stuff, like walking on a trail that's literally, if I put my feet sideways back to back, like that's how wide the trail is. You gotta really, really have presence of mind, like with where you're walking. Smelling that. Oh, okay, you know what? A little earlier, so I just lit a cigarette thinking that's what, like, you know, I was like, oh man, maybe that's, I don't know, maybe it's just my subconscious, but when I lit it, I got the little nudge, like no, that's not what we were trying to get, like something's trying to get my attention to leave tobacco, so I was gonna leave it earlier. And then I didn't. So I guess that was their something's way, at least, of trying to get my attention. I didn't see this mole here on the way in. I feel bad. I don't want to show you guys on camera. I'm gonna bury him real quick, okay? This is gonna take me a few minutes. I'll be back. So I'm finding myself with the same problem over and over again. I'm hitting roots everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I'm hitting roots. And there's nowhere to go. So that's the mycelium network kind of that we're talking about with the fungi and the root systems. You can't even get down because there's just networks of roots. Now there's another, you know, crisscross like spider webs. Alright, I'm back finally. It's not the deepest grave I've ever built, but you know, for an animal. But let's give you a little acorn headstone. All right, rest in peace, my friend. All right, it took a lot longer than I expected. Well, there's a lot of things involved too. When you send something off, you want to send them off with the most proper protection possible, and you know, thank them for. And it's hard to think about what a mole does, right? Like, I want to thank a mole, you know, I want to thank him for his life or her life, right? But I don't even know really what they do. Slipping off the ledge there. I wonder what did him in, because oh, whatever. Might have been dropped by a bird of prey or something. Bit by a snake, you never know. I believe they're blind, or at least they have really bad eyesight. And I remember we used to find them in our friends' pools all the time. I didn't have a pool growing up, but my friends all had, like, you know, in-ground pools. Not the above grounds, because but the in-ground pools. Find like frogs in them, and moles and mice and whatever else. Sometimes you get the chance to save them. Usually the frogs survive no problem, but you'd have to catch the moles pretty fast, and they would get put in. A lot of times you'd open the filter and there'd be one or two of them in there just swimming around, which wasn't, it would startle you, but at least it was cool because they were still alive. I don't know, with my back being so injured. It started healing a little, and then today was a rough one, getting up. But regardless, I mean, I haven't been doing big long hikes or anything. I've barely been walking, you know what I mean? So the little short ones that I did locally, they weren't really challenging at all, but I noticed on the night hike the other night that I must have did a little bit of ground, because I noticed I was, my legs were burning. Just like they are starting to today. See how quiet it is out here? It's crazy, right? Out in the towns right now is chaos. People everywhere, stumbling over each other. Just step into the woods and nobody's out here. But these are the same people that'll tell you that there's nothing out here. Oh, there's nothing out there? Yeah? How many times you go out? That was the tough way. I'm gonna see if I can navigate around the outskirts here. Yeah, the deer are even using this, so that means that's definitely not. I just seen hoofs right there sunk in. I have a really good idea for some guests as well. We're gonna go really outside the box. There's an acorn. If you guys heard something crash down, I think it was an acorn. It sounded like it came down through the leaves. Somebody one time said something on the comments like, "Oh, I can hear you breathing. Can you stop?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me die real quick and I'll make some videos." It's a beaut, ain't she? It's Connecticut out there. You can't really see it because it's so foggy today, but on a clear day you can see Connecticut with easily. I guess the sun's gonna come out. At least that's what the birds are saying. Yeah, this section here, I'd love to post up in this spot here. You know, where the water meets these woods here. Kind of just post up in here and just spend some time. Some audio coming out of there. There was movement, but way further back, I heard something. Oh, like Native Americans would like yell like, oh, like, whoa, 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 like that high pitched like war cry almost. All right, let's get her down. I've been told by numerous sources that I've been a Native American in my past lives, more than once. I forget how many people have told me that, but it's been way more than once. So I've never done like. I don't even know if the ancestry thing would show it, you know what I mean? But there are some inklings that make sense to it. So, also a while back, I had a spot picked out, or so I thought I did, for when I decided to do the LIB festival, where people can come out and stay and camp, and I think I'm switching it to here. That way, when people come out, there'll be many campsites without any issue. A lot of hiking areas. Nice known area, and then there's like fishing, and there's still stuff nearby, but far enough where it's not like on top of you. People bring kids and stuff. There are playgrounds and public restrooms and so on and so forth. Only thing I have to do is find hotels and motels in the area and get those listed, and things like that. Just little minor details, but I think this is going to be the location for it now. It's going to be a further drive for everyone coming in, but I think it'll be more better. What's another half hour, 45-minute drive to have a more peaceful location? What it'll be is like a 2 or 3 day thing, open-ended. Come for the day if you want, stay overnight if you want, stay for 3 days if you want, and I'll just basically be here, placed here, and it'll have an open invitation. Bring your own stuff, your own tent. I'll try and have like food taken care of and things to that effect for everyone who camps. or everybody really, you know, even if you just come, you know, staying off grounds and you want to come back in for the day. So we'll try and set that up. The date will be in 2024. It's just a matter of which month. It won't be too hot, but not too cold either. So pre-summer or post-summer, but not winter and not, you know what I mean? All right, so let's see if anybody's behind us here. Cock it. Pop, lock, and drop it. Really quiet out here today. I'm surprised. Mostly animals walking around doing their thing. There's another squirrel off to my right. I'm sure they're getting ready for the winter. If you guys enjoyed this, please hit the like. Please leave a comment after, even if it don't from you. I guess subscribe if you're not subscribed. I don't do that. I try not to do that messed up shit where subscribers only comment and this and that, because you know what I mean? But I appreciate you if you do. Alright. Turn you back around. We'll walk out together. See if I can do this without messing it up. Get this far. Yeah, this is good because I can't usually get it up that high. I'd have to hold my arm straight up in the sky, and then I can't really see what we're looking at. I hear dogs now, but we're too close to the exit to, I can't tell. It could be coming from the parking lot or something. But back when we were way off of there, off on that bluff, forget about it. Ain't nothing out there. So I tried to show you guys the map in the beginning too. You could kind of get an idea where we were and what we're doing. Get a lay of the land. The map makes it look tiny, but when you put the mileage in, you know, when you break it down into mileage, you start to see how spread out it is. It's a lot of ground to cover, you know, being I'm just one person. Sometimes I have help, but we usually end up going in the same directions anyway. Right now I'm saying thank you to them, and I want to say thank you to you guys too for being here. You all mean the world to me. Please be kind to each other. Again, I said it earlier, pay attention to, you know, pay attention to what your ears are soaking up, and question why people are saying what they're saying, and why they're saying it. Why do they only say it in that particular forum? So nice in here. I wish I could show you more, like on a, on a bigger scale. So there's so much beauty in all these leaves. I should be up in the mountains for a little while, at least sometime soon. I can't stay long, but I'll at least get some footage up there, because the changing season, with the leaves. I forget what they call it, but in autumn, people will go and like look at the leaves. People do it. People go up there just to look at the leaves changing and shit. I forget what it's called. It's not like leaf watching, like bird watching, right? But it's something like that. Foliage or autumn, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, so you get my drift. So they're all starting to fall now, as you can see. The ground's covered. It makes it nice though, it really does. It's a really nice time of year. This is going to be one of the regular locations for this off season, if I can. I mean, it's a little bit of a drive, but it's pretty cool. Everything's a little bit of a drive, right? It's you have your area near you where everything's close, but then there's always stuff that you like to do that's a little ways off, and it's worth it. Do what you love, do what makes you smile, do what makes you happy. If you like to fish, go get some worms today. Go somewhere. Go to a river or a lake or something. Get that rod in the water, the line in the water. Get on a charter boat, maybe. Take a walk on the beach. Go for a hike, whatever it may be. If you love strawberry ice cream, go get yourself some strawberry ice cream. Put a smile on your face. Inside, happiness is an inside job. Don't really know why I went that route there, but regardless, it probably happened for a reason. I don't know who needed to hear it, but I'm gonna spin you guys around one last time in the parking lot here. So they have this side now, they have benches here. Picnic tables or whatever, and then look how many picnic tables are stacked up over there. So this place definitely gets busy at some points of the year, but not this time. So what I wanted to show you was the leaves. You can always see it a little better from when you're in an open area or on the road. That's why I think a lot of people like going upstate, because even on the main roads you could just see everything. Alright guys, appreciate you. Thank you so very much. I hope you have a blessed night, blessed day, whatever time it is. If it was a premiere, please pop out and hit the like and the comments. thank you for bearing with me as I use this new found tool here. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you all of you. You all helped me out in so many ways, and it's greatly appreciated. Really can't do it without you.